Alright, hello everyone. We are back for another Tour 9 tutorial here. We are getting the Milano Par 5 again. This is, hole 3, I believe. And I'm sure you guys already saw kind of the way that I like to approach this one. Notice that I'm going to be backing off of my Thor Hammer 6 here and playing it more like a 4. I'm going to always be doing that for you guys, just so you can kind of, relate to it with your own clubs. And anytime I have a 5 wind, that's going to be about 3 rings visually. So there you see me going right around 3 rings. I'm going to just promote it with a little bit of extra curl. That little bit of extra curl, especially with the great ball, is going to, make things more manageable, keep it out of the rough, guaranteed. So you can see how easy this hole becomes to kind of keep it in play with a katana ball. You let the side spin do a lot of the work for you, and that's going to be the best advice that I can give you guys for putting this in play all the time. And notice how I never overexert, try to drive it too far. I basically always play it the way that you just saw. It takes away a lot of the guesswork. Of course, you can blast it up there and, get it up there just as easily. However, 1 to 2 more ring pull there. And, as soon as you get up into that neck, that's when you start bringing in, the rough into play. So something to always consider. And what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to set up more towards max club here for my adjustment. And I'm just going to kind of do it with no topspin, kind of like this, to where I'm just going to kind of, get it shooting just a little bit past the hole, but not too much. And additionally, I want to just say, you can see when I pull sniper that I have maybe 12 rings, 10 rings of power that I can do. So I'm going to, for the most part, use pretty full adjustments. You saw me back off maybe a ring or two. But also keep in mind that I'm using a lot of right spin. Now, what my primary goal here is to just, put it by the hole. It's going to be very hard to hole out. However, even if I was in prime position here, this is going to be a challenging hole out. So you see this guy outdrove me. Also has, a sniper 8 here and a Titan ball, a little bit extra power on me. With that being said, this is still going to be a very difficult hole out, even with this lengthy drive. He outdrove me by about 20 some yards. Still going to be very, very tough, difficult to get this one to drop. The fairway is very hilly. The green is very hilly as well. So it really takes a lot of focus. And, ooh, that was a really bad break. I'm assuming, it might not cost him. I don't know what the wind's going to be, but I'm assuming, he's going to have a very good chance at making that pitch. So I would not, underestimate, even if your opponent does that, never just assume that, you're going to get away. And, ooh, dark 9. Whew. Ooh, best of luck, man. That is going to be a tough hole out. So it looks like a bit of an underplay. If it was me, maybe a one ring pull to the left might make it. Otherwise, it's probably going to miss, and there it's just missing to the right. Unlucky break. I did not expect, my opponent landed in the rough like that. Or to be playing a dart 9. That's pretty unusual club choice. But I just want to kind of show you that the simple approach for that hole is kind of the best approach, in my opinion. It's going to make the second shot, as you can see, very much more challenging. You can see I'm setting up more towards max club there, keeping in mind that with a sniper, I can go about 11, maybe 12 rings into power. So considering I had a 10 win there, I'm basically just trying to visualize and say, oh, well, I can hit it mostly max. And I'm just going to take off maybe, just a fraction. If you could see, it was dark orange. It wasn't full red when I actually released that ball. So if you want to go back and just try to visualize what I was doing. And keeping in mind, my initial setup, even with the full right spin, was still pointed to the left of the hole, and that's the reason that you see me curling it as much as I was. And even with that much curl, notice that the ball still came up left of the hole there. So keep all of those things on your mind when you're setting up your shots similarly. And at the very least, just focus on getting to the shootout, keeping it out of the rough. In virtually any wind, that's going to be the primary goal. Keep it short, keep it in the fairway, just do the minimal that you need to. And, having sniper as an accurate wood is going to, even worst case scenario wins like we just got, we're still going to get the ball by the hole. So good luck there, and I'll see you guys for the next tutorial for you guys.